Hey guys, Team Isky out here. Me and Meg, Nolan and Meg. I'm back.
He's been missing. We're
out at the track, and we are here in Bakersfield, California, which is actually my home track. First time I went down the track, I was 15. That's old stuff. So we're here for the Outlaw 32 and the Little Gangsters race out here. Speed Promotions Racing, which is the new Street Outlaws name for it. This is the first race of the season, so we're happy to be back. It's going to be a lot of fun out here.
It's hot.
Very interesting. It is 95.
They brought the heat. What was it you said last week?
Last week it was 74.
And Tuesday when they're gone, it'll be 64.
Yes, my wife Lindsay was keeping track of the temperature, and it was 70, 70, and then this weekend it's 99 and 100, and then on Tuesday, 64 degrees.
And since this is in California, you actually have Richard, the CEO, and his wife, Norma.
Richard and Norma. Richard, the CEO, which is Ed's son. He'll be out to his first Outlaw race, so that'll be fun since it's so close.
Yep. We'll check in with them later, get their review of what they're thinking.
What they think, and get to see. They know everybody and see everybody from dinners and at PRI, but it'll be nice to see them running out on the track. So that'll be fun.
There's some new stuff. Scott has a new car.
Yeah.
Dean has a new car.
Dean.
We have Caleb Morton back on Team Isky.
Yep. Caleb's back. Boosted's back on. He's going to have his small tire car out here too.
And our people who are out here are currently Scott, Dean, Caleb, Boosted,
Jeff Lutz,
Ryan Martin, Kai Kelly. Am I missing somebody?
I almost forgot about Kai.
I feel like they'll be offended if I miss them. So if I missed you, I'm like looking around to make sure.
Well,
I think that's everybody at this race.
Yeah,
so
the birds they blew up. They won last week, congratulations, but they blew up the car in the process. It's sad. So they're getting that back together. They'll be out of Virginia. Yep. So that'll be good.
You won't be there though.
I will not be there. I have other.
He's leaving us again, so you'll be stuck with me.
So you'll be stuck with Meg, which you guys probably prefer. But
I don't know. I hear a lot of comments that they just think he's really cute, so they miss seeing you.
It's that Hawaiian, German, good lookingness. I don't think there's so many people that out there like old chubby guys.
There's someone for everyone, okay?
True. Well, my wife Lindsay, so I'm happy with that.
Lindsay.
Yes.
But okay, so they're about to start. So this will be Friday.
So this is the first round coming up.
But they don't know what that is though. So it's different.
Yeah. Oh, so it's different.
Yeah.
So tonight it's the champs. What I call it champs chumps, but that's really not the name.
That's not
so
very
it's
nice.
the three champs. You have Murder Nova Team Isky, Ryan Martin Team Isky, Kai Kelly Team Isky.
But it could be anyone that has won a championship.
Yeah.
Those are just the three that are here.
That's the three that are here. And so then what happens is the rest of the field, they drew chips, they race each other until it gets to the final three guys on those, and then they race the champs, and then it'll come to elimination to see who wins. And whoever wins tonight gets 10 grand cash.
Yep.
So it's an interesting thing, but you know, it's not an invite only now. So there's a bunch of California racers here.
There's a lot of people.
Like Mike Bowman's here. Like there's a lot of people. So
I think did they say 22? Was that the real number?
Yeah, I think 22. Yeah. So there's a bunch of new guys, so it'll be really interesting for you guys to watch.
Yeah. So we'll check in on Scott's new car, talk to everybody, and then show the race of the champ tonight, or champ versus chump, like you're saying.
I don't think that's a good nickname.
You're the one that came up with it.
It's a champ versus the regular guys trying to be champ.
Yeah. So, anyways.
All right.
He went silent. He forgot how to do this. He hasn't been to a race.
I know, it's been so long. I missed all the pro mods. I missed Kai Kelly's win. Oh, man. But anyway, it's been a good off season. But still, we're back. So pay attention. It's some good stuff coming up.
Maybe he'll snack on something. We'll throw that in here.
They have bacon wrapped hot dogs here.
I think you need to try that.
Yes.
Okay, so this will be going into, we'll check in with some of the racers and then go into first round.
Yep. Alright, we're here in the pits with Team Isky's Caleb Morton. And we're here, and this is our car here. And okay, so first of all, you know I love you.
Yes.
I love Chris.
I know.
But I thought your dad wasn't going to come out anymore, so it's nice to see your dad.
Yeah, I think he is in it for one more year for sure.
Oh, good, okay.
And then we'll decide after that. But honestly, he's been telling me that for a few years. He just keeps coming. So, but he's in it for this year, and so I'm going to do my very best this year to make him proud. And if he goes out, hopefully we can go out on some wins.
Yeah, with a bunch of wins.
Yes.
That'll be nice. Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
Plus the small tire stuff's coming too. So there's a lot of different stuff coming this year.
Yeah, we're getting a couple cars ready for that. So hopefully we can make an appearance there too.
That'll be good. Running good. But this at the end of the year was flying. So.
Yeah. So we haven't changed much, honestly. It's a little lighter, a little bigger tire, and we'll see if that makes it happy. And if it don't, we'll just go back to the same setup.
People are saying that 36 makes a big difference.
It does make a big difference. It doesn't like waller around and it's just not quite as finicky.
Yeah.
So it just holds more power, but if you get to racetracks like this, you're not going to use it all anyway.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's definitely not going to be a horsepower contest this weekend.
No, definitely. This track. It's supposed to be 100 degrees tomorrow.
Yeah, super greasy.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be bad. All right, so we're excited to have you and
Yes,
Chris and
thanks,
everything,
Nolan.
and glad your dad's back out. So we'll
Yeah.
check in with you later. But
All right.
it's good seeing you again.
Thanks, Nolan.
He's probably my closest friend. He lives about 5 miles from me, so I see Dave all the time.
All right, so we're out here with my good friend Jimmy Dale.
My boy Nolan, dog.
Now wait, now you blow up big now. You're running series now. But let me, who was the first one to help you out?
Well, Nitrous Express.
Well, besides
so, see,
that,
he shot himself in the foot.
But wait. But besides that,
Before I was Jimmy Dale, Nolan was like, "Yo, man, anything you need, I got you."
that's
My
right.
boy Isky right here.
Yeah, we were on the streets. Where were we at? In Texas? No,
No,
Vegas.
Vegas. Yeah.
Vegas. Yeah.
Hey, you know how I got to Vegas?
Oh,
I made some tacos, and I asked my buddies who were all going to Vegas because all my buddies are faster than me. I said, "Do any of y'all pro race teams need to cook? I'm trying to go to Vegas." And I think I hit up Boosted, and I hit up Stefan over here. He's right there. And I said, "Hey, man, can I just go? I just want to go party. I'll pay my way, whatever. I'll cook, whatever." They said, "Man, it's already tight. We can't fit you in." Well, that was probably 10 o'clock in the morning, and at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I got a call from Miss Sherry Beth.
that's. I think you were. That's correct. I remember
and
that.
Sherry
You were
Beth
telling
said,
me.
"You got a True Street car?" I said, "I do have a True Street car." She said, "You want to come to Vegas for 2 weeks?" Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. She said, "Okay, I need you there in like 18 hours."
Yeah.
All right, we're going. So
That's when I first met you out there.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, that was some fun.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Yeah, I miss those days. Being out there for a couple of weeks, it's fun.
I tell people the same thing. It's like summer camp, isn't it?
It is.
Like you get there at first, and everybody's a little standoffish, but by the end, it's all hugs and
It's
like
fun, yeah.
bumps, and you're all like, "Man, I can't wait! I can't believe it's over!" And you all feel that way.
You know, because it just was our little group in the middle of the desert racing
Yeah.
at night. I mean,
Yeah, you're there for 2 weeks,
Yeah.
and I get it. Like you're for Vegas, you're in a big city where you can do a bunch,
Yeah.
but you're drained. And like by the end of it, I realized me and all my guys are practically, well, we're not all running, but most of us are running.
Yeah.
Right. Most of us are running back to the hotel to try to get into bed and shut the blinds.
Oh, I know.
So that way the sun doesn't come up and you can actually trick your body into sleep.
I know. That 2
Right.
weeks is the least I ever gambled in Vegas. It's like you just couldn't.
Yeah,
I mean, you're
you-
exhausted because
you
we
got
were
tired.
running 8. Well, you have to be in line by 6 p.m.
Yep.
and then you run till 8 a.m. If
Yep.
you were lucky, and you hit back to
And
the
then a
hotel.
bunch, like, what they don't tell you on the TV shows, like, you never pick up on this, is a lot of the guys don't leave after they say, "Okay, we're done filming for the night." A lot of the guys are like, "Yo, Kai, get that thing out here. I'll bust your ass." And
Yeah,
the
bench
grudge
racing, yep, bench
all the
racing.
grudge racing happens after the fact with, we no EMS, don't tell anybody,
Yeah.
don't film this. We got no EMS, no fire. We're just out there. Really, now we're really
Yeah.
being street outlaws.
Well, remember when we go out and test by the refinery?
Yep.
Refinery
Yep.
Road.
Yep.
Nobody was supposed to be out there. Yeah.
Nobody's supposed to be out there.
I miss those days. Maybe we'll get back to that again. That'd be fun.
Baby, I'm down.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll be doing it.
We constantly hear stuff on the back lines about, "Oh, what about this race here,
Yeah.
this that race there," and just nothing happens yet.
Yeah, it was good fun. But anyway, thanks for running our stuff.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Thanks for supporting me. Like I
Good.
said, before I was Jimmy Dale, which happened on that
Yeah.
summer camp trip.
Yep.
That's when the Jimmy Dale thing happened. But before I was Jimmy Dale, it was, "I got you, bro." And since
Yeah.
then, yeah, I just hit you up a week or two ago.
Yeah, for stuff.
You know,
No,
SOS.
glad to help. Yeah, and you're like, I need it. I blew up. I need something right now.
Well, we had a $10,000 grudge race, and we dropped a lifter and wiped the camshaft. And my boy Nolan's like, "Yeah, overnighted, going out today, have it there tomorrow." Like, bet. We got it there, we got it together, and then you ready for this? Dude paid punk out.
That's what happens, right?
That's how it
But at
works.
least it was together.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway,
thanks for including me in
thanks
stuff.
for everything. Appreciate it. It's been fun to see you grow up and blow up, so that's cool. I'm looking forward to the little gangsters thing out here. It's a new thing.
57 cars.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, brother,
It's gonna be
strong.
For out here in California, that's pretty strong.
We'll see what
Yeah.
happens. We're headed to Ohio next, then we got Kentucky and North Carolina, and I know there's a ton of 530 cars there.
There's gonna those almost sold out. You can get more cars for those.
I haven't even said anything about it, and now that I'm here, we're in the moment of this one.
Yeah.
I'm starting to lay into that one hard. You know what I
That'd
mean?
be good.
I'm ready to push to the next one.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Getting here and seeing 57 cars is like the breath of, whatever, the second wind they say,
Yeah.
right? That's my second wind going into the next race already.
Yeah, sweet.
So,
That's good.
Thanks, Isky. Thank you guys for watching.
Looking forward to it. Thanks a lot, man. All right, take care.
Okay, so we're popping in to say what happened after the round with Todd.
Todd's in.
Hi, Todd.
All right.
Okay, so round one. Bye, Todd.
Sorry. That's all right. You want to restart it?
No, I'm gonna leaving Todd in there.
Todd, Scott Taylor, crew chief extraordinaire over there.
Who hates cameras?
All
Okay,
right.
anyways, this is the Beat the Champs qualifier round. So that's what you guys just watched.
So they ran. So Scott Taylor beat Dave Mendez. Brandon James beat Jeff Lutz. Jerry Jansen beat Nate Sayler. Chevy Reeves beat Paige. Kyle Canyon lost to Disco Dean. Kayla Morton beat Mike Henry. And Mike Woman lost to Cole Prez.
No, Colin.
Oh, Cole won, yeah. That's what I said. Mike Woman lost.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Carson Baker had a bye, so he got to go on to the next round.
Okay, so that was that, and after that, they actually have to draw a chip because there's 3 champs racing on this one.
Yeah.
And they want it down to 8. So 5 of those people that won are going to move on to race Kai, Murder Nova, and Ryan. So,
And after they drew the chips.
nope,
Oh, no.
they're going to watch that now.
Oh, I see.
And we're going to come back
Okay,
and tell them.
watch that. champs round 1.
Yep.
So we got Kai Kelly against Carson Baker.
Yep.
Ryan Martin against Scott Taylor.
Which is unfortunate because I wrote this.
Isky on Isky Crime, we don't like.
Just like
Murder
Sean.
Nova against
Yep.
Kayla Martin, just like that. Sean and Kayla's Team Isky.
Yep.
And then Cole Pez and Chevy Reed.
Yep. And on this one, Kai won against Carson. Scott won against Ryan Martin. Kayla won against Sean. And then Cole won against Chevy. So that moves them on to the next round. Down to the final 4.
So, yeah, the final 4 of the semifinal.
Yep.
And it ended up being...
Nope. Again, they're going to watch that now.
Oh, you're going to watch that? It's really good. Should I tell them what happens? Okay, I'll wait.
No, don't spoil it.
All right, watch it.
You broke the chip. Well, we gotta get to the number 1.
Oh, he drew Scotty in a row.
I did too.
At least you're consistent.
Got some anger on that.
Suck it down.
Well, I did too.
All right, where are my number 1s? Some Kai Kelly. Going up against
Might need one new chip, y'all.
Kayla Morton.
Then they glue that one back together.
He's our second chance. Will be Lopez versus Scott. All right. Turn around.
Okay, so that one wasn't fun to watch.
That was not fun to watch. We had, the matchups were Kai against Kayla, another Isky on Isky Crime, and then it was Scott against Cole Pez.
Yeah.
So the first run was Kai against
Kayla, and at this point it was like, how late was it?
It
By the
was
time they ran?
11:30 already. at night.
11:30. So it was. There had been other wrecks throughout the day. There had been a lot of slowdowns, so it was
A lot of
going
oil downs, a lot
oil
of fire.
downs, just thing after thing. So it was already very late. Everybody was tired, and they were trying to wrap up the Beat the Champs and the Little Gangster class.
Yeah,
And so this was the semifinals of that.
this was the
And
semifinals.
Kai had a great run, thankfully, because that meant that he was
Out in front.
way far out, and Kayla
Yeah,
had a very unfortunate run.
which we'll show here.
Yeah.
We don't like to show it, but just so you know what happened on the run, we have it and we'll show it. So what happened is, I mean, it looks like there was either oil because they didn't actually, they were the first run of the big tire cars after the small tire cars. They didn't do any track pep that I saw. They didn't blow it. They didn't do anything. So, and it was very dark because there's not a lot of lights.
It's very dark on the
We're not
storyline.
placing blame, but
Yeah, it's just a lot of things
didn't
combined.
normally before the big cars run, they're cleaning off the track on close races. Anyway, either that or it was a mechanical, it's not right sure, so they had a wheel problem too maybe. But the thing just shot out and turned in a blink of an eye, and there's nothing anybody could do.
Which sucks because they said it was flying. Like
It
Sean,
was
she
flying.
raced Sean before that, correct?
She was about the fastest car on the property, I
Yeah,
would say.
she raced Sean before that, and Sean said that there was a gap. Like she was flying.
Yeah.
So that really sucked. And they had just got in the car.
Yeah, these new rules
Yeah.
benefited them, and they
It
had the
was
setup,
light.
and it was going.
It was pretty with her new
Yeah,
I don't
the
know if it
gold.
was wrap or paint, but
Yeah.
whatever it was, it looked really good. So, but she was okay. She got out. She actually went ahead and went home, and she's getting to see Cooper
Yep.
for Mother's Day.
For Mother's
They're at a
Day.
baseball game today, so that's good.
But yes, it's that really hurts the team. We'll see what'll happen to the rest of the year, but thank God that she was all right. When you see this video, you'll be glad she's okay too, because it was crazy.
Yeah,
So
and
much.
so that actually ended the night. So
Yes, so they
Scott
didn't
still
run
needed to run
anymore.
Cole, but it was stuff all over the track. They were gonna get that cleaned up. So
Yeah.
the plan is, as of now, we're gonna move into day 2, and they will finish out this Beat the Champs race after the Invitational if all goes well. So
Yes.
we're gonna pick this back up with the you recorded the driver's meeting, right?
Round 1 of the drivers'
Yep.
meeting.
So
Yep.
I was editing
And the
photos.
chip draw.
Yep, so we'll pick back up there. They'll go into round 1 of the Invitational, which is $40,000 to win. And ideally tonight, Scott and Cole will race. And whoever wins out of that will move on to race Kai for the $10,000.
Yep. Because Kai's in the final. Whoever wins the Cole and Scott will be in the final too. Hopefully it's an all Isky final.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
But, okay, we'll see you guys tomorrow. That's right now.
Yeah. All right. Bye.
Okay, hopping in. So chip draw just happened, and this is the round 1
Matchups. Okay,
Yeah.
so first run will be Chevy Reeves against Mike Bowman. Second run will be Murder Nova Sean Ellington against Paige. Third is Mike Henry versus Nate Sayler, Gucci. Disco Dean takes on Kyle Canyon. And then Cole Pez against Kai. Then we have Lutz against Carson Baker. We have Scott Taylor against Ryan Martin again. A rematch of last night's first round in the champ deal. So we'll see what happens there. We hate that Isky team on team crime, but the next one is Jerry Jansen against Dave Mendez, and Brandon James was lucky and pulled the bye in his home state. So that was good.
That's good.
We're happy with that.
So there's that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trying to get a start.
Hey, you don't
Trying
say
to get a start.
I always put somebody Hey, and I'm never gonna go. That's not
Well, it
how I
depends
want
on
to
who
win
it
it.
is.
I'll go, hey man, get your shit together.
That's how I want to
That
win.
day, you know. Yeah. It's like me, man. Don't got your shit together.
upsets actually that we were surprised about. Some really good runs.
It's 105 degrees out here.
And and it's like 100 degrees
It's rough.
easily. Okay, so round 1 results. Chevy Reeves beat hometown boy Mike Bowman. Paige Conflict upsets Sean Ellington Martin.
That was, she said that they have raced 3 times, I think.
She's never beat him.
Never beat him, and she finally did.
She got her first one. They're hard workers, they deserve it. Nate Sayler beat Mike Henry.
Oh, that one was a mess.
Yeah.
There was a lot going on that one.
That was all over the place.
Yeah.
That was kind of crazy. That was a good run though.
Yeah.
Disco Dean beat Kyle Canyon, so Team Isky there.
That's good.
Cole Pez beat Kai Kelly. I can't really say it's an upset, but Kai runs fast. So
Everybody's been saying Kai's the one that they're watching out for. So Kai had some issue.
Yeah,
we're allowed to find out what exactly happened, but CO2 line blew and all sorts of something with the tune.
Well, when it started up, it felt like it had a short. It was running.
It immediately, they were struggling to start it. It immediately didn't sound right. The burnout sounded like it was missing cylinders almost.
You'll be able to hear it on this video for sure. It was just wanting to die. And then the CO2 bottles, he couldn't get it in the reverse, so he just had to drive through.
Yeah, just drove off. And so Cole got that.
So Cole got that. It would have been a close race, I think. Jeff Lutz beat Carson Baker, which is good.
That's good.
And then the big matchup of the round, I thought Ryan Martin and Scott Taylor. Scott Taylor took the win again.
They both shook. Ryan got out shook earlier.
Yep.
Scott just rode through it. He has a new
Scott drove through it, and he's got a crack in the quarter panel in his brand new car because of the tires changed. Yeah.
Well, he won. So.
Yes. But he took the win. Yep. And then Dave Mendes beat Jerry Jansen, and of course Brandon James had the bye, so he moves on. So yeah, Team Isky did okay, but we had that team, Scott taking out one of our big hitters, Ryan, and then Kyle lost.
Actually, at this point, all of the previous champs are out of the race.
There's no more champions left in the race.
Yeah. Well, hi. Bye.
So now we're on to round 2. We did the chip draw.
Yep. Go ahead. You got those?
No. Oh, chip draw. Here we go. So round 2 matchups. Scott Taylor drew Brandon James. It's going to be a real interesting run.
Yep.
Nate Sayler against Paige. That'll be a good race. Chevy Reeves against Disco Dean. Another good race. Dave Mendes against Jeff Lutz. Jeff is running pretty good.
Yep.
They had a terrible day yesterday, but they seemed to run really good.
I think he said they didn't get down the track at all yesterday.
Yeah. So they got some good data on this run and made it through, so they'll be good. And then Cole Pez gets the bye.
And it's hot still, but you can tell it's starting to
cool down. 90 degrees now, maybe.
It's 5:44. They go up to run soon.
20 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes.
Anyways, we'll see how that goes.
Anyways, we'll see how it goes.
You want to put the belt on? Boost it. All right, belt on. Put the belt on. How much time we got? You good? Put the belt on.
You just gotta break the rules on the power. I know, but I want to
It's the all pump belt.
it's gonna take up 2 seconds. Alright, we're gonna fix this real quick. We're gonna make it happen. That was old pump belt. That's kind of important.
The pulley switch.
It's not. It's okay. It's okay.
I try you straight to beam colors.
True story.
Watch the pig.
Racing, baby.
Back up.
Alright, we got the fish.
Yeah, they're here.
Oh, okay. Just bring it back over. There you go. That's $5.
Well, thank you.
You are so welcome. Well, I'm glad you made it.
You want me to take it?
Yeah, you want him to take a picture for us?
Would you please?
Yes, of course.
I'm just trying to figure out how to work my phone.
There you go. That's tricky.
There it is.
get
Right.
2 of them.
I did. You got 2. I heard it click twice.
Oh, good.
You like it?
All right.
So I do want to say I think that the start this is actually
All right, we're here, Famoso. It's the final. It's Gucci and Nate Sayler against Team Isky Scott Taylor. They're about to come up into the staging lanes, and we're running. It's about 10:15 here, and we'll see how we do. You'll see the run, so hopefully Scott can pull it out. It's a brand new car. Last week it was brand new, and he won the first race. This is the first Outlaw race with it, and he's in the final, so he's doing really well.
And they're not doing beat the champ.
Oh, and the beach champ thing, they're not going to do it because Scott's in the final. So I think they're just going to split it.
I believe between Kai, Colpez,
Yeah,
and Scott.
between Kai, Colpez, and Scott, they're just going to split the beat the champ thing. So, and then we had Ryan Martin, who won Big Tire Outlaw, which is the second chance.
Big time. Yeah, okay, no,
Big
you
Tire
said that.
Outlaw. Yeah, which is the second chance. So hopefully Team Isky can sweep. We'll be doing pretty good. All right. Yeah, I didn't want to say that.
This will definitely be the toughest one of the day right here.
Yeah, this is going to be a good race.
It's going to be a good race.
This is going to be a good race.
We're going to send it.
This will be the fastest race of the day for sure.
For sure. The track is good. I added some more power, so I hope it takes it.
Okay. Yeah, that last pass was nice.
Yep, that was our second best pass here so
Was
far.
it? Okay.
Yeah. So we're
That was
heading in
a
the right
good pass.
direction. Today was brutal in the heat. Like,
It's nice that it's cooling down a little, but it's still really warm out here.
I added some timing out the back, took a little fuel off, so it ought to be routing.
What's nice is it's not a power race. You got to be tuning.
Yep. Well, about 2 seconds in, I'm all in. 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
2 seconds and you're all in. That's
Yeah,
it.
maybe about 1.7 actually.
Oh man.
Now 1.7 is power management.
After that,
Yeah. So the air is a little bit worse here than it is at home. So
Yeah.
need some nitrous, man.
Kyle.
Oh, your video. I think camera.
Yeah. I'm 4 pounds of boost down, which is a lot for us.
Yeah, that is a lot.
There's no way to get it back.
Yeah.
Like we're just lost.
Like me, just have a corrupt following car. I make it past first round.
I've been there before. I heard yours had a name on it though. That's really bad.
Yeah. Well, not a name, just abbreviation.
Oh.
Something not real easy to catch. I'll be looking from now on.
He said, I'll be looking.
Yep.
I've had it happen.
If Cole wouldn't have put me on a 2-minute clock, I could have changed it. He's
Oh,
on
the
my 2-minute clock. Shitty list now.
So I'm going to have a list for next week, the next time we race. And I'm going to go around and ask everybody. That way, fair is fair. So I'm going to come around and I'm going to say, Kai Kelly, would you give me 2 minutes? And I'm going to write it down yes or no. Because if you give me 2 minutes, you give me more time, I'll give you more time.
Right now, my list is Nate Sayler, Colpez, and Nova, because I know Sean won't. You know, he's
Sean
gonna
never
put,
does,
he's
yeah.
gonna put you on 2
Yeah.
minutes. I don't like Nate Sayler. And Colpez on my shit list.
So you got 3 that has no time.
It used to be Jim Howell, but he's not here. So, because I didn't think I could outrun him. So, he was on my 2-minute list.
There you go. Well, just for the record, I'd give you time.
Yeah, I would give anybody that's a decent person time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, hell, I even sit, how long, 15 minutes in Colorado for Reaper?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I do it for Reaper, I do it for anybody, but like I said, have it like this, clicked it up in second, and it just automatically went to third neutral by itself. Boom! I was like, what? So I tried to pull it out neutral, it wouldn't move, like it had air pressure on it.
Oh,
So I was like, all right, I'm gonna kill it, put it in reverse, and I'm gonna crank it back up to hit the trans brake button. So I did all that, and the trans brake button wouldn't work. So, all right, I give up. I give up. Oh, no, hold on. No, I broke my CO2 line off my Mac valve on my shifter, so all that would let go. And I was like, all right, well, I don't have parachutes now. I was like, this track's long, I can do it. So, and then the trans brake button didn't work.
So you was about to send it regard.
Pulled the
It's
line
probably
off.
a good thing you
Pulled the line off
did.
and let the
Yeah, it
CO2
might be
drain
good
out.
you did
And
not
then
send it with no
nobody turned
sheets.
off.
Well,
And then
the
Puddin'
shooting
showed
could have
up.
probably got out, but the tune-up can't be the same.
Yeah, I didn't know that at the time. And then Puddin' showed up and turned my CO2 off. I was like, hey, stupid. You know?
He's like, all right, enough's enough. All right, sir.
You can. That's the problem.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Talk about racing.
Everybody shows you a picture. I'll find it.
Get it.
You gonna pay me?
Get it. You
pay
get
me?
me a picture of my tire cracking
I'll give you
before
a
green,
picture,
I
a
will pay
video,
you. I will
anything.
pay you.
Talk about that
100%.
after your races.
You already said that one time.
He's
But
pissed
we'll
off.
see.
Bring it here. Do it on camera. Then everybody will know.
Close? It was. Thank you, homie. No, like 2 inches. From start to finish, it's just filled with the best products and companies to work with out there.
Absolutely. Hey, congratulations. Like I said, ain't nothing wrong with silver. Look, man, get this bad hot rod over there to the trailer. And look, congratulations, Mr. Scott Taylor.
Thank you. I have my tongue out of the finish. I'm like, where's my nitrous? It's going to be on our next
Yeah, you're going to have to get it. All right, man. Good job.
Thank you.
Congrats, y'all.
All right, so it's about almost 11 o'clock. We're in Formosa.
What time zone are we in again?
We're Pacific. It's my home state. Scott Taylor, well, he made it to the finals. He ran fast all day. But the 2 fastest cars made it to the final, Nate and Gucci. And we didn't come away with the win.
Not this time.
But we feel like winners.
Absolutely. Fresh
That's the
car.
fastest you probably run with this, right?
In this air, absolutely. Yeah.
for
No,
sure.
we're bringing a lot away from this event. You know, we saw what the car wanted, and now we're gonna go home and give it what it needed.
Yes.
And so we got more horsepower. We're gonna find it, and we're gonna tweak around. We might be moving camshafts. We're gonna tell what we're doing.
Yes, yeah, we'll be tweaking that a little bit.
Yep.
But I mean, you actually, because it was going to be such a bad weather, bad track, you figured, okay, I'll hold off on a bigger blower, hold off on using nitrous like a lot of the other guys started.
Yep.
So even with that, I mean,
I was a little bit behind the 8 ball on that just because of being a brand new car. I didn't want to get myself lost with all the extra add-ons. I wanted to go out and perfect the car to run the best it can the way it is.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're there. The car's
yeah.
running as good as it can run.
I mean, bigger blower, nitrous,
yeah.
and it was still only 2 inches.
Yeah, it was very, very
Right,
close.
the most important 2 inches.
Oh,
but
yeah.
still only that.
Well, yeah.
So anyway, so you'll be in Virginia next, end of the month.
Yep.
Are you gonna have that stuff on there yet? Or you
Absolutely.
Just gotta, you're gonna put it right on.
I'll decide whether I'm gonna do one or both, but for sure one of the two is happening. Well, we're gonna start with a bigger blower, and then we'll see where that leads us.
All right, we brought out the big guns. We had Richard and Norma out here, Iskandarians, so they were out here the whole weekend.
Yep. I was trying to pull off a win for them, but it didn't quite work out. But we got runner up, and we're super excited
and also
for them to be
did
here.
really good in the champ race. So Team Isky did really good this weekend.
Yep. Out of 12 passes, we've only been beat one time, and that was Team Gucci.
Yep, that was it. So anyway, good weekend. Proud of you.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate it. All right, thanks, guys.